There we go. And everything's actually set up properly today, which is great. Call it. I'll say another 10 points on your points cards this week.
10 points.
Is anybody spending points today? Banking.
The bank.
No, I'm good. I will keep my points for now.
Also bank.
Leah, if you wanted to spend points for small charms, I would put them on Neldor's character sheet for you.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do that. No, you know what? I probably should give him some charms. Let's do 2 small ones.
2 small ones?
Yeah.
1 and 2, a challenger's charm and a quiet charm.
Thank you.
I don't see you guys getting into any kind of combat or anything tonight, but with you guys, you never know. So, always good to be prepared. Neldor's got a gun, though, so I'm not too worried about him. When we last left off, the Voidseekers continued their attack on the Prince crew. Some of the guards dead and a squelch down. Varric took control of the situation as he started to kind of like rein in the team and start kind of like directing them on where to go. The Voidseeker scientist dropped another capsule that appeared to come from some kind of device on his wrist, summoning a mage hunter. The Dragoon and the scientist with Ellie 2 then got on a cloaked fighter ship and took off. Squelch managed to snap awake from being unconscious and used the Blackfeather charm to summon Jinyu of the Raven, who managed to do a decent bit of damage to the enemies surrounding Squelch and JJ. Stanley crashed the fighter ship that they were using to do flybys into a huge group of the Voidseekers, doing significant damage to that group as well. However, with the forces still bearing down on them, Aelita ultimately chose to surrender herself in exchange for the remaining Voidseekers backing off and leaving her friends alone. The Voidseeker Sentinel contained Aelita in some form of capsule. It kind of looked like a clear mech, like it looked like a cylinder, but like the size of a mech case. That had like a kind of like a glass outside or whatever material looked kind of like glass. Before joining his other teammates and retreating with the containment unit. Tabok was able to hack a signal based on the little bombs, I believe it was, that you knew of. However, you won't really know where they are until they actually land their ship. And JJ informed Neldor of Aelita's surrender. Everybody kind of boarded onto the ship, and Pilot X, the pilot that had joined Mindell when he had arrived, revealed himself to be Davis Wells. We pick up on the ship. Davis originally offered to pilot the Crown as you guys kind of like gathered the ships together and made like a hot exit, I guess, out. But in doing so, Kif said, you know what, I'll take the controls instead. And so everybody else is gathered in the living space area, the living room space area right now of the Crown, as everybody has gotten on. Shep and his Shep bots, before you take off, are like, oh, we gotta go. And we'll get off having done all of the work that had been asked for on the ship. And that is where I'll bring you to the Crown's interior. Picking up right where we left off. One of the things, like, the jets are getting picked up. Obviously, I'm assuming that you're bringing the prince back onto the Crown before any kind of takeoff. And getting those ships prepared. You have a kind of, I guess, a minute while that is happening, and Kif is getting the engines for this ship fully operational. What's happening right now? I'll leave the scene to you guys.
I guess we're all kind of like thinking about like, okay, well, what do we do now? I feel like the mood's kind of like a little muted, a little sullen.
Neldor is silently doing push-ups.
Okay. He's getting swole for the upcoming fight.
Why the B3 just preparing, rested?
Squelch is going around and uses healer feet to perform some first aid on the injured people.
Okay.
So let's see. B3 is first. B3 gets 11 hit points back. JJ.
Thank you.
Gets 12.
Right. You might be on private roll?
Yeah.
I am on self roll. Sorry, those were both self rolls. I can re-roll them if you'd like, or you could take my word for it.
I take your word for it. We're just we're getting question marks in the chat.
Oh yeah. So yeah, 11 for B3, 12 for JJ, Varric, 11 as well. Buddy's here. This one's what, Marshall?
Yeah, Marshall, was it who lived? Marshall, Hank, and what's this guy's name? August.
Marshall gets 9. This dude gets that. This dude gets that. I think we're out of people on the ship.
Squelch starts administering some healing around the ship.
Yeah, that's gonna be my foreseeable next little while is just patching up wounds the old-fashioned way with the healer's kit and ingenuity rather than magic right now. Oh yeah, I guess I should top myself up a little bit too. Hey, there we go.
That's good.
Max roll for my self heal.
Neldor's doing push-ups. Davis has just taken his helmet off as well and revealed himself as Pilot X there. He says, I've never come across anything like that before.
Tabok kind of looks at him and just says, yeah, in all my years of smuggling and the amount of shady characters I've dealt with, these guys are definitely the worst.
He says, I know you're not gonna want to hear this, but without a solid plan, I think if we just fly into whatever situation without any idea what we're doing, we're gonna get ourselves killed.
Yeah, agreed.
Not what any of us want.
Agreed.
Hey, Buck, do you still have access to that camera feed on the Obsidian Claw that you pulled up before?
Yeah, I think I can pull it up.
You go to pull up the feed because it's the view of the what the Obsidian Claw sees.
Yeah.
Before you were outside of some kind of big fortress, the Obsidian Claw is now inside what appears to be a ship hangar. You can see that there are several different varieties of ships, and it looks like you see more of those void soldiers, but these ones look kind of like pit crew. Like they're all like doing like all kinds of different maintenance. A lot of these ships don't look like they have things programmed, or not. A lot of these ships don't look like they have that like that purplish hue to them that you've seen with some of the other ships. Like they look like normal ships, like currently, but you can see that some of them, as they are working on some of them, that is what it appears that they're doing. Like it looks like they're either coating, or it almost looks like they're spraying on some kind of paint, paint like substance at the very least, that as they are covering these ships, they are starting to turn that purple color and almost look like it's hardening into almost like a purple crystal.
Interesting.
Sorry, quick side note. Have we already taken off from where the battle happened?
You're in preparation of taking off right now.
JJ is gonna go loot those dead Void Seekers. And also, I want to bring back at least one of their bodies so we can study them. Because right now, we don't even know, like, we've never even seen their faces. All we see is, like, the purple glow in the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
So we want to be able to study and, like, kind of experiment on them.
Let me look at the outside.
Yeah, I know there was at least one dead one.
Yeah. Loot that body.
Hold on. I gotta bring that map back up.
And if he's got cool weapons, we steal those.
Yeah, I want to steal the weapons and also kind of study them, see if we can, like, replicate them. Maybe Tabok can study it, see if we can either replicate or do something that would, like, effectively counter them more easily. Like, if we could develop something like that.
Find out if they have any weaknesses we can exploit.
Yeah.
I think they took bodies with them.
It took the dead bodies with them?
They wouldn't have left them behind.
I don't remember that.
If I'm looking at the ship lot now, and I got rid of every Void Seeker on the map.
Shit.
They wouldn't have left things behind.
I don't remember taking the dead bodies.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Great.
Are you taking that roll?
Guess I'll use my inspiration. Feels silly to burn it this early, but
I mean, you don't have to. You can leave it as is.
even better. Wonderful. Great. Should have taken it.
Is anybody else investigating with JJ?
I could.
I guess I could too. Nelder could.
Okay.
So investigation.
Investigation, yeah.
It's a better one.
15, 17. You don't find any of like the bodies themselves. You find a blink dagger laying near one of the ships, and you also find those empty cartridges, or like the vials or whatever that the scientist had pulled off of his wrist.
These could definitely be useful to check out.
Hold on, let me grab from the scout. Who's getting that blink dagger? Because I'll just drag it to the character sheet.
I could take the blink dagger, unless Neldor wants it.
He's not proficient in daggers. He's not proficient in anything but gun. So it would be
Fair.
essentially useless to give him it.
Okay, I will take it then.
I feel like since Neldor is becoming more of a playable character, he deserves proficiencies in like a class and stuff.
Yeah, he has 12 hit points.
He is an accountant.
Is accountant a class?
No, it is not.
He deserves actual stats if we're going to be using him as a playable character.
I agree.
Well, I can't make a character sheet right now. I could increase his health.
Would probably be helpful if we're going to be potentially going into battle with him.
Well, you're not going into battle tonight, so that's something I can.
No, but like
determine.
potentially,
Yeah.
eventually, when we, like I'm not saying you have to do it right now, but it would be good for him to have
Yeah.
in preparation
for sure.
for us going after Aelita later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is something I will look at. That's all you find though. Is the blink dagger and some vials.
You take those back onto the ship and like maybe study them somehow.
Sure.
Yeah, see if we can glean a little more information about what they are and how they function.
The Void Seeker that had his face smashed when Stanley ran over him with the ship. Is there any debris or anything left over from that? Is there blood on the ground? Is there broken glass from his helmet? Is there anything like that left over?
No blood, but there is broken, like shattered glass from the helmet.
Is there anything else, like any sort of bodily fluids, or like just the shattered glass?
Just the shattered glass.
I'd like to collect some of the glass to study as well.
Yeah, it is. It kind of looks like the standard kind of glass that you would get on a click seal helmet, but it is tinted. Like it's got like a black tint to it.
So it has a black tint, but it glows purple?
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe we can like swab it and see if there's any residue of any sort of gas or anything.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to collect it and like take it back to the ship.
Yeah, you can go ahead and add it to your character sheet.
That'd be under loot, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. The bodies they did leave were the bodies of your 3 guards.
We should collect those as well. Give them a proper send-up. I'm sure they have families that would want to be able to warn them.
Who was that? That was Henri, Roger. Was it Razor? Yeah.
Or Razor.
So you've got the 3 bodies. I mean, one of them was smashed pretty bad. The other ones, I believe, were like stabbed with some of the weapons they were using, or like they kind of were taking hits from multiple things, but a couple of them had daggers. Some of them used blink daggers, like and plasma weapons that you recognized. I'm trying to think. Assassin has a blink dagger. The brutes just punch things. The Dragoon has like a gnarly spear. I don't think there was any kind of other really unique weapons that you saw. It's all standard fare. So they're not using any kind of proprietary technology outside of that. That's one thing like easily gleaned. They were using real weapons. They were using weapons that you would find at a Squengies or at like a weapon depot. Are you guys taking off and then getting into investigating the stuff that you grabbed, or is there anything else that you're wanting to do while you're on the planet still?
We should get more healing and rejuvenation potions for sure. Make sure everyone's stocked up with them, not just us, but like the NPCs as well, like Jev and Mendel and everyone. Eldor. Just like re-up on all of our supplies that we used while we were getting our butts handed to us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Also, if we can rest, I know Neldor wants to get after Aelita right away. He said, "What are we waiting for?" But
No,
I
no,
have
no.
no spell
Neldor would
slots.
absolutely not say, "What are we waiting for?" Well, he would, but in the sense of, "What are we waiting for? We need to start planning."
Okay, not
Because
what are we waiting for? We need to get up and follow
yeah,
them. Okay,
because that's a reaction, and he's not the react type. He's the plan type.
that's
He
very
knows
true.
that
That's
Aelita
very
is going to
true.
be okay.
Yeah, she
Like,
can hold her
she's
own.
not going to die. She can hold her own.
Also, they
They
clearly
need to
want
get
her
her, but
alive.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
matter of we need to start planning. He would never just jump after them. Like that's Aelita. She's the impulsive one. He's not.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so we should definitely all take a rest because, like I said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm completely out of spell slots and have less than half my health, so.
Yeah, good idea.
Davis was like ready to jump into action. He's like, actually, I mean, like, if you guys are taking some time, you're welcome to come to my place. I've got enough rooms for everyone. And I've got the resources there where we can get repairs done and stuff as well.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Davis.
Good to me.
Of course. Yeah, he'll get Kif to fly both ships to the same tower you went to meet up with him, like where his law firm is. Stanley helps him kind of guide Kif, and there is a hatch that when he flies, it's like in the parking lot that comes down and leads into what appears to be an underground like bunker. There are several ships down there. It looks like there's a couple of different mechs down there. In the same way that somebody would have like a rich guy would have like a fucking underground garage full of like cars and stuff. Like, these don't look like your standard mechs that you would get from a Squengies or somewhere. All of them look like very specialty. They look like some of the like one of them is a Squengies branded mech that I don't think anybody would have seen previously. Some of them look like they may have come from other places or like different like maybe like ship brands, as well as the ships. They look like they are like high class, very expensive. And he takes you and he's like, this is my base of operations. If you take the elevators on the 15th floor, there are several suites take whichever one you like. If you need anything at all, let me know. I'm pretty good. I don't sleep a whole lot, so I'm going to be doing work on the quick blade. And I'll be able to work on anybody else's mechs if they have any that need repair. Stanley, please get these bodies to their families and notify them of what happened.
Let them know they died heroes.
Stanley says, of course. As for you three, he looks at the other guards and he's like, I'm gonna keep paying you and you're gonna keep working for these guys permanently. And so these 3 remaining guards are going to be a part of your ship crew now.
Right. Need to make sure they're all suited up for action too. Lots of healing potions for them, and
None of them protest whatsoever. And they say,
welcome aboard.
yeah, thanks for having us. Looks like we're getting paid. So Hank's like, I'm happy with that, as long as I'm supplied, you know. They are going to help with the bodies and help Stanley because they did know them and know a little bit of information about their families. So they are going to, while you guys are doing that, they will come back to get rest, but they'll also help Stanley with that process. You can go ahead and bring your ships, mechs, everything back up to full. And yeah, you can fully long rest your characters. If anybody's doing anything throughout the night, please let me know. Varric, you have mechanical stuff that, like, obviously you like to do a lot of the work yourself, but is there anything that you want Davis to handle?
Like specifically repair wise.
Yeah.
Like I know we have 2 or 3 mechs that need to be brought back into, fully operational status. Beyond that, I don't know what else we have that needs repairs. That's probably going to be his priority right now, unless something else goes wrong, is to getting those 3 items back up to full 100% strength. I don't know what they have, what anybody wants or would have in terms of, I don't know, discussing slight modifications or anything like that to any of the mechs or anything like that. Something that I could do in the meantime. I don't know that there's much else that I could be even considering doing with the ships as far as especially while we're in travel status. So
so you're not traveling right now. You're at his base. One of the big things is he has a pretty extensive garage. So even if you wanted to do some work on your going, you would have a great opportunity to do that here because he has a pretty big supply of resources.
well, I mean, even I figured that's going to be something that would take some time to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need a rest just like everybody else does at the
Absolutely,
moment.
Yeah.
So, I would be more interested in making sure that we have adequate repair supplies as needed for both the mechs and the ships while we're, for when we are traveling.
Yep.
Making sure we've got all of our ammunition topped off. That's pretty much it for me, I think, at the moment. As far as, I can't come up with something more specific at the moment unless somebody has a request of some kind that they want to float.
Okay. For convenience, because I have you guys all on the crown here as well, I'm gonna drag the Squengies vending machines here. So purchase will be nice and easy.
Awesome. I was just thinking, I know I gave the Orcus Lancer to Zap, but I do have the ability to pilot, so I would like to try and get a mech if I can afford it. much they are.
That's in Takeshi Shipyard. I think the cheapest one is. You guys getting a Squinkies discount?
I have 5,298 credits right now.
They are. I think the cheapest one is the Atlas Oni, and that's 21,000. I think they're normally more expensive, but it looks like you guys are getting an 85% discount because I think you got it for clearing your Squangies quest.
Okay. You said 21,000?
It's 21. Oh, sorry. No. Oh, wait. Where are we? Where is it? It's 21,250 credits.
I don't have anywhere.
No, that's not true. The steel boxer is cheaper. You can get a steel boxer for 17,000.
I still don't have enough for that right now, so that's okay. Before JJ goes to bed, he's gonna want to talk to Tabok real quick.
Okay.
And just say, hey, Tabok, just a quick question. You've got cameras and stuff set up on like all the ships and stuff. I was just wondering, I know that battle was really hard and not a lot of it was cool, but I think that thing that I did with the dragon at first, where I jumped up on it with the bow and arrow, I think that was pretty cool. And I was wondering if you had like a camera feed of that by any chance, if that got caught on camera, just for the space jackass thing that I'm working on. I think that would be really cool if you got that. No worries if not, but I was just curious.
I can certainly check all the footage and see if I can extract that for you.
That would be so cool. Thank you.
You absolutely have that footage. You have that footage from multiple angles because you had access to every camera in the lot, plus you have access to the camera that was on the prints. The Crown wouldn't have caught it because the Crown was behind that big ship. But like,
so we can cut together like a really cool edit of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah! Is that something Tabok has to like roll for editing, or?
I mean, if Tabok wants to edit it, but I mean, you guys also have Jev.
Oh yeah, I'll get Jev to edit it. All cool and stuff. And then I'm gonna show that clip to Davis and be like, I know you weren't here for this part yet, but look at this cool thing I did. I want to add this to the space jackass. You think that would be cool?
Davis is in awe. He's like, hold on, roll that back, play that again. How the hell did you do that?
I think I was in like a flow state, and the dragon, I just saw a way to jump up, and then I saw that I could help Beefy, and I was just like, I got this. And then after that, things went south. But like, that was a cool thing that happened, and I'm proud of it.
That definitely needs to go in the demo reel. That'll sell.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Amazing. How many more like clips do you think we need to start pushing the demo reel out?
Like a couple. I would say if you have a good sizzle reel is a couple minutes, so you're gonna want like some good clips. Because again, like I'll get this to the right people and they'll show their people. But like, if the stronger the base that you have to work with, the better off when you're showing it off to other people. You know.
That's fair. Well, I've got the bomb eating, the spicy worm things that we ate, and then now this. I feel like if I do a few more cool things, then maybe we can start pushing it out.
After we get Aelita back, we need to talk about. I would love to represent you as your lawyer for this, because I think you could take this pretty far.
That's why I came to you. You're the one I trust, Davis.
Let's focus on Aelita first, and then we'll come back to this. And if we can get some more footage in the meantime, that's pretty cool. But have you ever considered like wrestling exotic animals or something?
I have a lot of exotic animals, man.
Oh, yeah?
Never wrestled any of them, but I'm sure I could get some to wrestle. I don't know. It would have to. I wouldn't want to hurt them though. I like animals a lot.
That's fair. That is fair. Okay.
But maybe if we found one that I didn't like,
Or
maybe
like,
I
you know,
could
like
wrestle that one.
you know, like you could be like, oh, like look at this giant whale bear. I'm put my head in its mouth and see what happens. You know, like that
Ooh.
kind of stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, could do that.
yeah. Have you seen a whale bear? Terrifying creatures.
On Earth we have whales and we have bears, but they are very different from each other.
Yeah, picture a bear the size of a whale.
Shit.
Yeah.
I could put my whole body in its mouth.
So Tabok's Tabok's got the footage. And Jev can easily. Jev is a editing master at this point, so he should be able to start putting together a sizzle reel with the clips that you guys have gotten.
Jay, like, thinking to himself out loud about, like, possible, like, space YouTube video titles, and he's like, surviving 24 hours inside a whale bear's digestive system. No, that's not right. I'll work on it, Davis. I'll work on it. I've got ideas. This is great.
Yeah. You should get it like a pen and a pad of paper, or like a recorder, and record your ideas, because every thought could be a moneymaker, you know.
True.
Okay. Off to the side, like Jev and Mindell were kind of morose until they got to like this huge fucking hangar bay, and they don't need to sleep, so they do like they'll end up doing a little bit of their rest, but otherwise, you can see them kind of like gabbing about Mindell's mech and like everything that happened. They as soon as they get into the bay, and like pull out the mech and start working on it, they let you know that they're going to be just like helping Davis with the work, to get everything tip top shape tonight. But it's seeing them together, and like it's almost like watching like siblings, like watching two brothers who are super excited about a brand new toy. B3, what are you doing? Are you just doing like a power down, or?
Yeah, he's kind of just powering down. Like I say, he's all beat up and was mangled in the fight, so
Okay.
just powering down, probably getting repairs and stuff.
If you haven't already, I would suggest like backing up your memories and stuff in your hard drive or whatever.
Yeah, smart thinking. Yeah, most definitely doing that.
Varric's gonna
Uploading-
rest.
Upload them to Tink, I guess.
Varric, you can long rest your character as well.
You're gonna give Tink PTSD.
Oh yeah,
Huh!
you can share my pain.
What about Zap? What does he do? Does he just go straight to bed, or does he do anything before that?
He's just gonna spend some time in the hot tub before bed, and then
Does he sleep in a suite, or does he sleep on the ship?
He'll sleep in a suite.
He'll sleep in a suite. Okay. He's doing some hot tubbing. Who else? Squelch. I know you were hurting, so you probably do your rest, but
Yeah, but while I'm resting, I'm gonna try and be productive. They keep talking about Aelita being some sort of key or something special. I'm gonna peruse the ship and see if she's got like a hairbrush or something. I want to find some traces that I can do, like see if I can do some like DNA testing, see if I could find any like weird anomalies to figure out why they may have been looking for Aelita specifically.
oh, I like that. Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Can JJ help to give
Nelder
him
can give you
advantage?
Aelita DNA because it's
I'm
probably
sure
over
this.
everything he owns.
I'm sure. I didn't think this would be a very difficult process to find
Yeah.
some
Okay. What does
stray Aelita DNA.
what does
but-
Neldor give Squelch with her DNA on it?
I don't, like her pillow or something. There's probably glitter all over it or something.
Okay.
But it's
I could probably
she
find
lives
like
there.
trays,
You're gonna find
skin
something.
cells, hair
She uses a
from
toothbrush,
the
I'm sure.
hairbrush. Yeah,
Do you need
I'm sure I could
toothbrushes in
find
space?
Yes.
Wouldn't they have like space age technology where you could just like zap your teeth clean?
She uses the toothbrush not because she needs to, it's because she likes brushing her teeth.
Okay.
It's an Earth tradition that JJ showed her, and she was like, "This feels so weird. Oh my god."
No, her cousin, the Tooth Fairy, taught her about it.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Makes sense that she'd be related to the Tooth Fairy for sure.
Okay.
Indeed.
So you got a toothbrush. You got a toothbrush with Aelita DNA on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do science to see if I can analyze, her DNA and stuff. See if I find any strange anomalies that might pinpoint, anything to
Okay.
out of the ordinary to like glean why they might be after her.
Go ahead and give me a science roll.
Science. I could do better than that. I'm gonna use my session's inspiration to re-roll that.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
So what, 22? 22 is good.
Better science.
On a 22, here's the hard thing to say. You have a pretty clear idea of Aelita's genetic makeup based on what you have available. The problem is that even on a 22, you don't really know what you're looking for. Like, obviously, unless you have something to compare it against, right? Because, like, you've got a pretty clear idea of how this particular fairy is built, but obviously it's going to look different from, say, your DNA or a human's DNA or something like that.
Yeah.
Is there something particular that you're trying to pinpoint within her DNA?
I mean, it could be anything really. They just talking about her as a key of some.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that would transfer. I'm not sure how that would transfer to DNA. Yeah.
Squelch, even if you can't get anything specific right now, you should still keep the sample. And if we ever meet another princess or something like that, we can, or like somebody else who has like a princess's DNA, like if we meet more royalty, we can be like, hey, your princess was kidnapped by these people. Can we get like a sample of their DNA and we can compare princess DNA with Aelita princess DNA?
There is also a
'Cause-
big connection with the whole void thing, so you might want to
Mhm.
look into something like that. I think Nelder would probably point that out because they are literally void seekers, and Aelita is like, I don't know, touched by the void,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
honked at
will
by the void goose. I don't know what you want to call it.
and I will say that is
That-
a particular signature that you do see in her DNA. It almost like pulses with a slight bit of void energy.
Yeah, I suppose I could focus a little more on the void affected parts of her DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able to find the packaging from the gift her parents gave her? Does she still have that?
Yeah, it would probably be in their bedroom.
I wonder if there's like a stamp or an envelope that her dad might have licked and his DNA, if that's on there, if you could compare that.
The message was a video message, like a hologram message.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But
You
it
could
still
also-
arrived as a package.
But it
though.
still arrived as a package. It was still a
Mhm.
You
physical item that showed up
Yeah.
in a
So
package.
maybe you could
so
try
that-
to like contact him.
Oh yeah, we should let her family know too.
Her mom's dead.
Yeah, but still her dad, and I'm sure if there's any other family that
I
he
will be
knows
back.
of.
I mean, we could do a reverse grok image search or Google image search. I'm mixing games here. It's like, oh yeah, my other game is playing where it's like grok took over for Google, and now it's a grok search.
That's horrifying to think about.
Yeah, it's like we could do like a reverse space Google image search on her father, maybe. See if we can get any information about his identity.
I'm not going to make you roll for it. I will say that you don't really get much back. Like, you don't get any information about her parents back, or any kind of like way to contact them. Give me a history
Alright.
check. I'll get Squelch. Give me a history check.
All right.
It's not going to be particularly high because it's that's.
No, I
hold
rolled
on.
terrible.
I'd give it to
I rolled
JJ as well
bad.
because JJ's like been actively helping you. Squelch is investing like he's going to be doing probably a lot of the science stuff, trying to like look at the pieces that you found and everything. Him looking at the DNA right now, in him probably mentioning that or noting that he doesn't have anything really to compare it to. You do know of one other princess that they were trying to take.
Oh yeah. Um.
Sorry about
Princess.
that.
Princess something or other. Hold on. Jocelyn Wintertongue. They took Jocelyn Wintertongue.
They took Jocelyn Wintertongue, but you thwarted an attempt
Oh,
for
they
them.
attempted to cap Princess Elizabeth Keene at Squenky's in the Helena system.
Yes, but there is one princess that you're forgetting. That princess being the elf princess that you stopped them from capturing,
yeah.
or the whole reason why they were at the medical space station at the
yeah.
Ouroboros was because she had been turned to stone after they had injected her with something.
Yeah.
She was on the mend, and the last time you were at the space station, she wasn't awake, but she doesn't have to be awake to be able to get a little bit of her DNA.
It's true. How far is that? Are we able to go there?
Let me look at the map. Ouroboros is pretty close to Grixio. You'd be looking at, if you're gunning it, half a day's travel.
Okay. Should we call ahead and let them know we're coming?
Sure.
See how things are going.
Might not be a bad idea. I mean, there's always a chance they might even be able to just transmit us
Oh yeah.
like they might. But they're
Yeah.
a medical station. They might be able to just
Transmit the DNA,
do the scans, and transmit the
sample.
the
Yeah.
data
Let's call
if they're
Captain
willing-
Liara.
if they're willing to give it to us. I mean, we got two of her former,
Captain Liara loves us. I'm sure she would.
soldier people, and
JJ's already dialing Captain Liara.
Yeah, Liara's like, "Oh,
I
hey
mean-
JJ, what's going on?" Hey JJ, what's going on?
Oh, I see you didn't quit the cigarettes after we gave you some more.
No, I went to the Squinkies and got a carton.
Well, we're sorry about that. We're sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay.
uh, so a lot of things have happened. Void Seekers took Aelita, which we're all really upset about. But before we go after her, we're trying to prepare a bit. And they kept calling Aelita the key, and now we're trying to figure out why Aelita is the key. And so I was wondering if you had like is the princess still there, the one that was stone?
Yeah. She's recovering. She's still not awake. But her vitals are a lot better. They managed to reverse the stonification.
That's really good.
So she's on the mend.
Is there any way? I know you might need. I don't know how ethical it is, but is there any way we could get like a DNA sample to compare to Alita's DNA for science?
Well,
I don't know if we'd have to come pick it up or if you could transmit it maybe through some sort of like information DNA delivery cloaca or something. I don't know.
What? Okay. First of all, I'm sorry about Aelita. I'm sorry to hear about that. If I could take the Guardian with me and help you guys, I would, but the Guardian can't leave the station, and because of that, neither can I. But let me get you over to Jason, and he might be able to help you.
Awesome, thank you.
Call me later. We'll talk more.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Liar. Oh, great to see you as always.
She waves as well, and transfers you over to the chief medical officer, Jason Hyde. He says, it's unorthodox to just provide a patient's DNA, but given your reputation at the station, I don't see it being a huge problem to lend it to you, given the circumstances.
We'll give it back.
Yeah, we're actively hunting the people that tried to kidnap her.
Let me extract. I'll extract a sample, and I will have it sent to Grixio right away. Rather than you having to come to us, you just let me know where I can send it, and I'll get it to you.
We're at Davis. What's the best place to have them send it?
You can get them to send it here, and he'll give you the address of the of his entertainment firm.
Perfect. They're just gonna.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get that to you right away. If you don't mind, if you could send the results to me, I'm interested myself to see what you come up with.
Of course.
Okay.
Just send it on over through the
Eric
delivery.
sticks his head in the door. He's eating a bowl of cereal after he woke up. He's like, "Hey, did I hear somebody say something about cloaca?"
Yeah. I was hoping they could send the DNA through some sort of, I don't know, delivery cloaca or something.
You know, fun fact about that. I had a data pad that was like infected or something one time.
Oh.
And it used to do nothing but just kick out fun facts about cloaca. It's weird, man. I got so many of those damn things memorized. It's crazy, man. I'm like a walking cloaca thesaurus or something, whatever that is. That's weird. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize ahead of time because there might be a time when I might just pop off with something and just talk about it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna go back to my cereal now.
I do love fun facts.
Well, I don't know how fun facts about cloaca are, but you might get some.
All of them are fun.
Anyway, and he like literally back out the door.
Jason's like, no cloacas, just a standard drone.
Does the drone have a cloaca?
I'm gonna go now. He just like hangs up the communication. So you will have DNA to be able to compare it to the next day.
Okay.
Excellent.
Since JJ is hanging out with Squelch while we're doing science already, I'm gonna pull out the pieces of glass and be like, hey, can we like swab this to see if there's any trace elements of whatever causes the purple stuff in the mask? This is from the dead guy. The dead bad
Yeah.
guy, not one of our dead guys. I wouldn't have taken anything from them. That's rude.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, anything that helps us kill those fuckers.
I want to know more about them.
Give me a separate
More
science.
science.
Yeah, give me more science.
Can I
with
be helping
advantage.
for
Yeah.
advantage?
Yep.
Oh, good thing for your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, the difficulty here wasn't too high. It's not. So first of all, whatever tint is on the glass isn't on the outside; it's on the inside. On a closer look, using that science check, you don't think that whatever it is tinted just to like obscure appearance. You think it's tinted in a way to like protect. It's almost like a radiation protection. Like it's designed to keep something in.
I will relay that information to JJ.
Squelch, can you humor me and just compare, like, whatever we're finding on the inside, like, even if, like, if they've, like, breathed onto it, I want to see if we can get, like, Void Seeker DNA and compare it to Aelita's DNA. See if there's any sort of commonalities with the Void in their DNA.
On your with the pieces you have, Squelch.
Yeah.
I'll even give it to you on a 15. There is no DNA. Nothing. No hair. No nothing. Like it's as if there was nothing in it. There would be nothing inside at all, based on the shattered glass here. You know that if somebody of any kind of humanoid form or anything is breathing in there, you would get something from a swab.
Something.
There's absolutely no trace of anything. No. It's as if there was no kind of person inside, or no kind of being inside.
That is very, very, very weird.
But the glass is specially tailored and tempered to keep something inside.
Yeah. Yeah, what the disembodied, all-knowing voice said.
What if
JJ?
What if you know how inside their mask all we see is like a swirling purple gas? What if that's
Maybe
what they're made of?
Them.
Yeah, what if they are the gas? We're in space. Gas planets exist. I'm sure gas beings aren't too far-fetched.
I mean, this universe has all sorts of weird life forms and beings. That's I guess that's a possibility.
We should see if we can get the other stuff that was it Tabok found some stuff? We should see if we can get the other stuff that was found and test those things.
To keep it easy in the headcanon, the suite that you guys are in has separate rooms, but is like a central. It's basically like an apartment.
Yeah.
It's a very swanky, large apartment with many rooms.
I just got a blink dagger, didn't I? I think that's all I got.
You got a blink dagger, and you got the discarded vials of whatever the Xenodragon and stuff had come out of. The Xenodragon and the Mage Hunter.
Is that in my inventory?
If you didn't add it, then no.
No, because I didn't. Oh, I see the blink dagger, but I don't
Yeah,
see
I
the-
didn't add it to your character sheet. We just knew that you had it. It's just like little stuff. It doesn't. If you want it on your
Okay.
character sheet, you're more than welcome to add it as an
I
item.
do see
but
one here.
I didn't make
do-
anything for it, so
It's fine. Yeah, all good.
We can test it.
yeah. Again, one last hit me with more science with advantage.
I'll blind you with science. That's some good science there.
24
Hell
is the
yeah.
best of the bunch.
Science.
This thing is wild. It's not just a glass vial or a glass tube or something like that. First of all, whatever the glass is not a material that you have ever seen before. It almost looks like it doesn't like it has like almost like a capped metal end on either side, and it doesn't look like there's actually a place for something to enter or exit, like to like put liquid in or anything like that. But on a closer observation, it almost looks like a little hatch that just like shoots out that like metal or that meat that grows into whatever it is.
Yeah.
So is it predetermined what it's going to grow into then? Like, is the meat that it grows into specific, or is it like something that can change based on chance or a setting or?
They're unlike the glass that for the Void Seekers masks, for these little things you do get DNA residue on the inside that very much matches up with the kind of things that they were. You see that there is, for the Xenodragon, there is like a mixture of like what appears to be traditional black dragon DNA and then what appears to be DNA that likely came from something that it didn't start off as a Xenodragon. This is a hybrid monster. This is a creation of science. It's amalgamating creatures. The other one, the Mage Hunter, is much more pure, but what you do find is a trace essence that isn't the same but is very similar to the strange kind of void essence that you found in Aelita's DNA.
Oh, that's weird.
Observing close enough for the Xenodragon DNA, you also do find smaller traces, though something that is also in its way more distinct, but it's similar. It's not the same, but like very, very close. That if it was just like a couple of fucking things off, it would be the same.
Okay.
Lastly, though something solid came out of this thing, whatever was inside these vials started off as a liquid.
That's weird. That is some crazy
wonder-
weird science.
Wonder if we can do further testing at another time to see if we can figure out how to. I don't know. It's like changing its type of matter.
Yeah, that's
In a bit of a
some crazy stuff right there.
In a bit of a rewind as well, because I didn't like the Void Seeker bodies were gone, but the Xenodragon bodies were still there. Sorry, one was. The one that got summoned from the vial dissolved. The one that flew in first was still there. So the other thing that you would have been able to grab would have been the broken thing that was behind its fin that JJ had broke, and you could have gotten some of its DNA as well. Not having to roll on that, being able to compare the Xenodragon DNA to what was in the vial, it is different. There's still those markers of the dragon and whatever Xeno creature it was mixed with, but the one that flew in the first time does not have the same void markers as the ones that you found in the vials.
Okay. Yeah, maybe only the ones with the void markers. Well, maybe they could. Maybe they were the only ones who could be like have their state transformed to fit in the vial. Maybe it has to be engineered that way, or I don't...
It's kind of a chicken and the egg question. Did the Xenodragon come first, or did these vials come first?
Yeah. Yeah, like was it, trace amounts of stuff put in the vial and it was created from the vial, or was it something that was created ahead of time and then transformed and put into the vial?
I'm going to let you ruminate on that for a minute, let that marinate with you, as we switch gears a little bit to Aelita.
Okay.
Aelita, the last thing you remember is walking up to that Void Seeker Sentinel and then pulling out that strange container. And the next thing you remember is just like a black... It's the void energy. You recognize void energy. It's very much void energy. It's that purplish black kind of feel to it, and a bright light. And when you come to again, you are in a small room. Against the wall appear to be some kind of beds. Against another wall are maybe food generators. In the room, there are two people, or well, there's one person and one diamond, or like onyx, like it's about the size of a person, but like a big person. It's floating, and it doesn't have any features aside from a crown. And the other person appears to be maybe like an ice elemental woman, that appears to have like white dreadlocks. She's wearing glasses, and right now she's wearing kind of like just like it looks like a party dress almost. Hold on one second. Did I drag them over? I did, because they're in the unit with you. Let me show you some pictures. So you see, but it looks like a giant floating diamond with a crown on. And the other one, not smoking a cigar currently. The strange, like, kind of ice woman looks and says, "Oh, they got you too, eh?"
I kind of gave myself over.
She nods and says, "I'm sorry to hear that."
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I'm
Was-
Aelita.
Jocelyn, Wintertongue.
Nice to meet you. Do you have
She-
any idea why we're here?
I got attacked. I was on the way to see my cousin and get ready for getting married. I'm engaged.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. His name's Oka. He's a bit of a dope, but I don't know what happened. They came onto my ship. These guys in weird spacesuits, like in weird vac suits, with these purple glow behind it.
They call
And
themselves the Void Seekers.
Void Seekers. Okay.
Yeah. So did they just pick you guys up and shove you in a room? No introduction? No...
She points to the floating crystal and she goes, she doesn't really say anything. But she was here when I got here.
Okay.
She points over to the corner where you can see like two beds kind of like stacked up with like each bed appears to have like a VR headset and like a couple of like VR controllers on there. She's like, I guess to keep us entertained. There's no toilet in here, but if you piss on the floor, it just goes away. So she points over to the corner. She's like, for some modesty, I dragged some beds over there.
That's okay. I'm a fairy. I only excrete glitter.
Oh, neat. You'd be
Yeah,
great.
it's useful.
We ever get out of here, I might invite you to my next party. Sounds like a cool trick.
Yeah. We are going to get out of here. I'm confident about that.
Oh, I hope so. I have been dreaming about getting married since I was a little girl, and even if I threatened him a little bit and was going to take his hand, it's nice to feel wanted, you know, and to feel like I get to be just more than a princess. I get to.
Yeah. When I first met my husband, I threatened him a lot too.
It's like, I'm gonna like you.
Yeah.
What do you know about these Void Seekers?
So, I don't really know a whole lot just yet. That being said, I have the bravest friends and the smartest husband, and I know that they're already plotting because that's who they are. They are, for some reason, kidnapping princesses. I didn't know I was a princess until recently, so there's that. They keep calling me a key. I don't know much other than that.
Key. Interesting. Okay. Well, do you know anything about computers?
Not really, but I know a lot. A few people on my ship know a lot about computers. If only they were here right now.
Yeah. She points to the VR headset. She's like, you can. There's programs on there. Like there's stuff to watch. There's games and stuff like that. Again, I think it's just there for entertainment. I figured if somebody ends up in here who knows anything about computers, maybe we could try to hack our way out or get a message out to our families. But I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't been able to do anything with them. I don't know anything about computers.
I mean, if there's someone on my ship, a good friend, he's really good with computers. I wonder if I can maybe screw it up enough he might see a signal or something. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I hope.
She gestures to one of the VR headsets. She's like, do your worst.
Okay. Aelita's gonna start pressing buttons and pretend she... I think I saw Tabok doing this once.
Interesting. I'm trying to figure out what kind of role would this be, because this is not a computer's role or anything like that. This is a role of pure chaos, which is it's the Aelita brand. What would a chaos role be?
You
know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna give me a D20 plus 5, which would be your charisma plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Just roll a D20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5. Why am I Razor right now?
Razor! I don't know.
Back from the dead. That really sucked.
Are you keeping that roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I might need it, my inspiration later.
Sure. You put on the VR headset and start kind of like fiddling with the controls. It is very simple. Like it has like a preset menu. You can go through and pick like games or movies or things like that. It does not give you internet access. It doesn't give you any kind of access to any online anything. You don't have access to Google or anything. It is just predetermined stuff. And as you're just kind of like fiddling and just like pressing all the buttons and stuff like that, you manage to just lock yourself out of it. And see, like, on the screen it says reset in 12 hours.
Oh. Whoops.
The gem, for the first time, the floating gem has just been kind of floating there. You hear wop 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 wop, and as the sound is coming out of the gem, there's like a light on the inside that reacts to the noises that it's making. It's almost like a little like rave light show as it's just like wop 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 wop.
I have my ring that creatures around me can speak thieves' cant to me. Can I give her that option?
Wait, what?
Because I don't understand her. Yeah, the gem. If I don't understand what she's saying, so I mean,
No, but
my
what
ring-
ability are you using?
I have a ring, and it allows people to speak thieves' cant near me.
One individual you can see who can't speak in thieves' cant to understand you when you speak in thieves' cant.
Yeah. So
So it can't respond to you in thieves' cant, but you can it can understand thieves' cant if you speak thieves' cant to it.
Yeah, I'd like to use the ring and be like, hey, I don't really know if you speak my language or what, but
1 womp for yes, 2 womps for no.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that is
Just to
different.
kind of, because I don't know if she can understand me. If this way, it gives her the chance to understand what I'm saying, whereas it might have just been, she might have been hearing womp 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 for me.
That's good. I like that. You send in the thieves' cant. You're like, well, like 1 womp for yes, 2 womps for no. And it gives like one wah, just like as like almost like a confirmation.
Amazing. I'm gonna ask her, do you know anything about the Void Seekers?
1 womp.
Oh, I really want. Wait. I can talk to people in their heads. They can't respond to me, can they?
Depends on the ability.
I gotta find that. Where is it?
Some of those type of things allow two-way communication, some don't.
Yeah. Where are you? Oh my gosh, I have too many things. Because I want to know more about them, what she knows, but I can't just ask her. What is this under? I think it's a grand charm.
Let's see what you got. You got luck, you got combat prowess, you got the unfettered, you got stormborn. Hollow echoes. You can speak telepathically to any creature within 120 feet.
So I can speak
And it
telepathically.
responds telepathically.
But they wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
respond. You can talk in their heads, but they can't talk back.
Dang it, okay. I don't know how else I would.
I mean, you at least have yes or no questions for the gem.
Yeah.
If you wanted to think of some questions, we could come back to you, because that's kind of where the scene kind of sits right now.
Yeah.
There's not much else to do. Jocelyn is very welcoming. It seems like she's been here for a bit. She doesn't seem too down though. Like she walks over to the replicator, makes like a whiskey on the rocks and like a strange food that I don't think you might have seen it before. They almost look like little eggs, but on the inside they appear to be it's like eggs made of rice with like a gravy core. And there's some kind of coating on the outside that keeps them together, almost like a breading. But yeah, she just makes some food and drink for herself, like she's probably done like 1,000 times. You watch as she eats the food and just like discards the plate on the ground, and the ground almost like absorbs the plate and anything that lands on it.
Okay, what happens if I lay on the ground?
You're fine. Nothing happens. It appears to know the difference between like inorganic or like discarded waste and what it's keeping inside.
Interesting.
We'll come back to you. We'll go back to the Prince crew, who we get to you in the morning. You wake up to the smell of eggs and bacon and several fried meats and fruit. Like it seems like there's a strong aroma of some different fruits. And it looks like Davis is already there having a bite. The guards are already like in like the living space, like eating with him. Stanley is there. Whatever is cooking appears to be like some private chefs or something.
Varric has a huge bowl of nothing but protein and carbs, and he's just shoveling it in his face.
Hell yeah.
And between bites, he's looking at Davis and he's like, "I'm telling you, we need ranged weapons for the mechs. We need pistols, we need rifles, whatever you can get your hands on. We need something for each mech. This shield and sword crap, or the shield and mace, whatever the melee weapons is not going to work. You need range. You're going to need some range."
Yeah, I definitely got that from almost getting burned alive by acid. Agreed.
You got to be able to engage from distance. Otherwise, you might as well just walk yourself into the mouth of the beast.
Yeah, I mean, that should be easily arranged. But it's one thing to put a gun in somebody's hands; it's another for them to know how to use it. So,
well, who's your mech drivers here, other than yourself? Do you know how to use a damn gun?
No.
Do I need to teach you how to use a gun?
It's like, no, my friend, I'm okay. I've been on the range many a time.
All right, that's fair. I know how to use one. So what else? Who we got? The Beefy knows how to use a gun, doesn't he?
I don't know.
B3?
Me and Neldor have our licenses.
Yes, I can use a mech as well.
Oh,
I can use a mech. I just can't afford one right now.
We're gonna have to get some range time in. We got to play some like
Get some
Call of
target
Duty or
practice in.
something. I don't know. Get us hooked up with some first-person shooters and some VR headsets, and we'll start practicing. What about the pretty guy? What about him? He was piloting a mech. Where's Zap at? Does Zap know how to use a freaking pistol?
Yeah, and I just picked up a beam rifle, so I picked up some more firepower, something with more range.
Like you're walking around with a like a U-sized one or a mech-sized one?
A me-sized one.
Oh, okay. I said it'd be funny as shit to watch you walk around the ship with a giant ass mech cannon in your hands, trying to drag that thing through an open hatchway. What the hell's wrong with you? Keep that shit in the cargo bay. You're gonna blow a hole in the ship, and I don't want to be fixing your holes. You know what I'm saying? We don't need any more cloacas in the ship. You know what I'm saying? Don't do none of that.
Yeah, I don't want you working on my.
Gretchen kind of snorts and looks at you.
Wild shit.
Guns. That's it. That's my like that. He's on it this morning. That's his thing this morning. He's been down. He's looked over the repairs that have been done to the mechs. Have they been fully? Did Davis and his crew get them fully repaired?
Oh
overnight?
yeah, oh yeah. Like Davis, in spite of not sleeping, looks like pristine, and he's like, yeah, we got everything we could done as fast as we could.
Derek pulls out
JJ.
his data pad and he starts going over it. He says, "You know what? I've reviewed your work. I put everything. I looked at everything you did. I looked at everything you did on those mechs. I have criticisms. Okay, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Whoa. It's a rush job.
Exactly. It's not safe. You know how many Gosha violations you may have caused here?
We don't have to bring Gosha into this. Come on now. That's a little excessive, don't you think?
I hope I don't have to re-repair anything that you fixed.
He's like, he looks, he can't, he's laughing. Like, he's like, we busted my balls for it, man. I'm about to drop a big sum of money just to get us prepared.
Hey, while I appreciate all that, like I really do, I like my paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I don't want to be walking into another one of these combat sessions like we just did with faulty equipment.
He's like, I think.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go take a look at B3 because I think B3 probably needs a little work. Mm-hmm. He's got some dings and dents that need to be buffed or scratched and tightened up, whatever. We're gonna make sure he's in tip-top shape too. We'll come back to the mechs later.
Yeah.
Trust me.
JJ, if you had a mech, what kind of fighting style would you use? What kind of mech would do you think would work best for your style? Not looking at
gosh.
not even looking at like a list of mechs or anything, just like from a personal standpoint. Do you think that you want something a little more up close and personal, or like a ranged dedicated mech?
Honestly, I think if there's something that has an option between like one ranged weapon and one not ranged, like one melee weapon, because I do get up in people's cheese. Like in my own fighting, I personally have pretty good it takes a lot to knock me down, so I often don't fear getting up in people's cheese, as you saw with that dragon the other day. But it also is good to have some range, especially when I'm further back or when what I'm fighting, when it's something that maybe I don't want to get too close to. So I was hoping to find something with a little variety, but I just don't have the budget for it right now.
Okay. So here's the deal. I mean, I do have mechs here, but they're not built for combat. They're for show. They're just to show off. I put most of my time into the quick blade. But I know a guy, and I understand that more often than not, most people want to earn their keep, but given the circumstances here, I think I can spring for a mech for you.
What kind of are you sure?
Yeah, of course. I think I might have one in mind. I think there's some pretty cool mechs out there. I think if you want something that's a little bit of both, have you ever heard of a Raleigh Desperado?
Oh, but that sounds cool.
Raleigh makes some pretty cool mechs, and he pulls up like a data pad and he shows you. So we'll show you what the Desperado looks like, first of all.
Like that.
They come with a speed enhancement. They primarily shoot guns, like they do ranged attacks, but they have a built-in shock gauntlet in the hands, and so they can do like if anything gets up close, they actually have an option if they're not using like a melee weapon.
Awesome.
All right, he's going to spring pay the 30,000 or the 29,000, whatever, and he's gonna get you. He'll get you a large mech case. I'll put that on your character sheet.
Thank you so much, Davis.
Where are my mech cases? The mech case. Mech case contains a Raleigh Desperado. You'll be able to rename that when you want to. Let me drag that over. Raleigh Desperado. You have the advantage of like having a guy in your corner who has I wouldn't say unlimited money, but he's got he's got a lot. He's got fuck tons of money. So if you guys think there are particular resources that will help you in your endeavor of getting Aelita back, he's going to help you with that. He'll take care of guns. If anybody wants doesn't have a gun on their mech and wants a gun on their mech, he will take care of that as well.
Yeah, I was hoping for a beam rifle for my mech.
Okay. Raleigh Desperado. Let me put that as JJ's access or Orcus Lancer. Everybody being able to see it should be fine. You should be able to see it in your ships, pets, and mechs now. JJ, you'll see the Raleigh Desperado. What's yours? Is the Orcus Lancer, and you want a beam rifle on the Lancer?
Yeah, to replace the shield.
Okay. Where are my mech items?
I have a question.
Yeah.
For the mech's stats, it has a -5 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. But when I'm in the mech, does that mean I get stupider and less charismatic, or
No.
does it use
So
my stats?
anything that would need an intelligence roll, a wisdom check, or a charisma save wouldn't happen to a mech. Anything that would happen to the mech is like physical stuff. Like you can't do psychic damage to it or anything like that. That kind of damage is directed specifically to the pilot, so you would roll those.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Also, the walking speed in the mech, I'm imagining it does make sense that it's slower than my own walking speed. I can't walk the 70 feet still because it's big and cumbersome and heavy, right?
Right. Well, it's the Grand Charm applies to your physical body. It doesn't extend to things that you're riding.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. That answers my questions.
Yeah. Zap Brannigan, give me a second here. I'm gonna put a gun on your thing in a second here. Just looking for it. Beam cannon. Now, Zap, the only issue is the arm itself. It's not like a separate shield that the thing is holding. The arm itself is a shield. Like the shield block mechanic is a part of the Orcus Lancer's kit.
Oh, okay.
You can still shoot, like you can still there is like a hand attachment so that you could still hold a gun and shoot it, but you would have to just hot swap between the war lance and the beam cannon. You couldn't hold both at the same time, just in the same way that you wouldn't be able to use a ranged and melee weapon at the same time if it's a two-handed ranged weapon.
Okay.
JJ, for your Desperado, do you want a melee weapon, or are you happy with the shock treatment? You're muted.
Is it able to dual wield? Because it does have a gun in its other hand.
You do have a free hand. The gun only takes up the right arm.
Okay.
And the specialty for the Desperado is it gets 2 ranged shots per turn.
Okay. It might not be bad having something that packs more of a punch than just the shock treatment, if that's an option.
Yeah, we can get you like a beam sword or something. Like it.
Sick.
Yeah. What do they have? They've got beam swords. You could get a mech katana, a great sword. Any of the cheaper weapons, anything up to like 10,000, I think. So
like from Takeshi's shipyard.
Yeah, if you were looking at the shipyard, you could get anything except the Staff of Fire, the Lightning Crash Greatsword, Flame Tongue Greatsword, Frostbrand, and Crash Cannon. Those ones,
set up to 10,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just looking to see if there was anything else. That's it though, right now, that are more of the crazy expensive ones.
Honestly, the weapon that you got built in is...
It's pretty good.
Pretty good 2d8.
At 2d8's not bad. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just... I'm just trying to see what else I can get, like how those compare. But...
Yeah. Yeah, feel free to take a look. If there's something that catches your eye, let me know. Neldor has his gun license. Neldor's got a gun.
Let's get him an arsenal.
Neldor's got a gun.
We're gonna give you a special mech for Neldor as well.
Ooh. Wait, does Neldor have piloting?
No.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
So we can get him some fancy guns that do more than whatever he currently has.
Yeah. For Neldor, our issue was he's kind of squishy because he's an accountant.
I need to get him some armor for sure.
I think, yeah, I'd say if you want to get him armor, you can get him armor. Again, Davis has no problem paying for that to get him an armor. Whatever armor you get, he's also going to get Neldor a Mark IV personal energy barrier to make up for how squishy he is.
Oh, yeah.
That will give him 25 barrier points. So like he'll have basically 25 shield points before it even gets to his health points. You know what? It's Neldor. We're gonna give him the Mark V. It's pricey, but for Neldor we'll do it. So that'll give him 30 temp hit points. Give him that. Let's give him a... Again, he's not a big guy.
That's false.
He's big where it counts. I understand. Let's give him a plexi steel flight suit. Doesn't bring up his AC a huge amount, but will give him access to be able to wear armor mods and stuff. And does boost his AC. We're gonna get him... Actually... No, we're gonna get him Omniwire instead. And a protection mod, so that'll bring him up. Why don't we get him a bigger gun too? Why not?
Preferably something with a lot of distance. Our boy is a sniper, so he can be away from the people.
Okay. I think we can manage to get him some kind of sniper rifle or something along those lines. Pretty sure there's a regular old beam rifle. Ooh, we'll give that to him too. We're gonna give him the energy shield armor mod. And that is going to give him resistance to fire, force, and plasma damage.
Perfect.
And I'll look for that beam rifle for him. We'll get him one of those as well. So that's Neldor. We got Zap a little something something for his mech. We got JJ a mech. Mendel's got a mech.
I was looking at the weapons. The war side, it says reach 10 feet. Does that mean, is it like a two-handed?
It is, yeah.
Or is it, okay, so I wouldn't be able to use that.
Oh, yeah, you can. Under normal circumstances, a scythe would be two-handed, but every mech can hold a two-handed weapon as if it was a one-handed weapon.
Okay,
so
that counts as a melee then? It says reach 10 feet, though. If they're within 5 feet, does that, would I get disadvantage? Like, if they're right up in my cheeks?
No, it just means you have an extended range with that weapon.
Okay, I think I would like that, because it does 2d10 slashing damage.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is more than just the punchy thing.
Okay, Raleigh Desperado. Let's get you a War Scythe, which is a fucking badass weapon to have on that ship. Or on that mech.
Yeah. Yeah, he's intimidating as it is, and even more so now.
We're also going to get a... Let's go with that. We're going to get a shoulder cannon for the Voidbreaker. Because the Voidbreaker's only got melee. Alright, who do we bequeath gifts on next? Tabok, are you looking for anything?
That's a good question. I have some pretty good armor mods. But I don't have a mech. I don't think I do.
You can pilot a mech?
I think I
Yeah,
can.
he is piloting.
I've got piloting, yeah.
Okay. What kind of fighting style would you be looking at?
Probably something close to what I actually do as a rogue. Something that'll get in quick and do a decent amount of damage.
Okay, something quick. Quick, but something that packs a punch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something quick that packs a punch. It's probably going to be something like the Orcus Lancer, because those are the ones that they come with an enhanced speed mod already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's going to do? He's gonna take a he's gonna look. He's like I don't think anything generic kind of fits the bill for what you're looking for. I'm gonna shop around and see if I can find something a little more unique for you.
Okay. I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like those three guys, the assassin, or not the assassins, the guards, the hired goons. He's like, I'll take care of them as well. I'll make sure that they're kitted out. That leaves Varric and B3, who I haven't, and Squelch, who hasn't really gotten any kind of cool upgrades yet. Is Varric looking for anything in particular?
Davis, are you handing out ponies right now? Is that what you're doing? Everybody gets a pony?
Davis is like, if more ponies means I don't die, then yeah.
Oh, shit, man. If you're going to give out ponies, I'll take a pony.
You want a pony?
Like, what? Yeah, hell yeah, I want a pony. I need a ride.
What kind of pony
I
you
need
want?
something, though. Well, let's see. You know, my tendency is to kind of lay back, direct traffic, use my brains a little bit more than my fists. But at the same time, I feel like I gotta be prepared to do, field repairs and stuff like that. I tell you, an ideal mech. I heard you ask them about fighting styles. And I'd probably want something like with a rifle, something to, something from range, like a kind of like, sniping, whatever, shooting at range, taking shots at range, covering for everybody else. But at the same time, like up close and personal, like I think I need like a welder, something I can get in and like get in close with somebody else's mech and do some quick field repairs, get them back in the fight.
Do you mind if it's tanky?
No, I don't care. No. Tanky's fine. Doesn't have to be fast. He
points to one in his collection and he's like, I've never had a lot of use for it because I am like kind of like I'm a quick and up close kind of guy, but I got that Saladin Juggernaut over there and I haven't found a use for it. If you think you could get better use out of it, it's got some shoulder cannons. We can get you a beam rifle on it, and it's got like a built-in shield, like an energy shield, so it doesn't take up space.
Is it just one pilot? Just one guy.
Single, yeah. All mechs are single pilot, or all large mechs are single pilot.
Hey, you know what? I've heard some stories about these things called Jaegers. They had two people in them. They're controlling them together at the same time. It's craziness, man. But I don't know if I'd trust anybody to get in there and fight next to me. I might end up slapping them.
I think I've heard of those too, but those things are huge.
Yeah, so much fun though. Sounds like so much fun. Talk about fighting a hurricane or some crazy crap like that. It's insane. When
you guys get to later levels, you'll get looking at larger mechs, because there are mechs that are bigger than just the like large size ones that you've seen, but they're just they're not common.
Hook me up with some repair tools. That beam rifle, we good to go.
Awesome, easily done. Yeah, we'll make sure you're set up with mechanics tools, and we'll make sure that the Juggernaut is also kitted with mechanics tools, so you've got some backups or like some mechanic kits. And yeah, I'm happy to bequeath you my Juggernaut, because I don't think I'm ever gonna get to use it. It's just pretty. It's a big, bulky, cool toy.
You lost me a big, bulky, cool toy. And pretty. And God, Damn, that thing's gorgeous.
Let me configure the ownership here. We'll just throw everybody on as owner, but now you have access to the Saladin Juggernaut as well. We'll throw a beam rifle
Also-
on there. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
While this conversation is going, I think Neldor leans over to JJ and says, "We don't have room for ponies on the ship. What's happening?" Because he took it too literally.
JJ also took it literally and got really excited about the ponies, and he's like, "I'll find room, don't worry."
Varric will throw you a mech case as well. To store your Juggernaut in. Tabok, well, I'll make sure everybody who has a mech case, if they don't already. B3.
I'd probably take a mech, like a shield mech. Look at the one Varric probably just got.
Okay, yeah, you want a similar one? You want a Juggernaut as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's get another one ordered in. Varric, what do you want your Juggernaut to be called?
Crap. You gotta ask me a hard question. Well, shit, we was talking about ponies. What's a name for a big pony? Like a big pony.
Clydesdale?
A horse?
A Clydesdale? Ooh, I don't know. That doesn't sound very menacing.
Ooh,
Or a
unicorn.
horse.
Seabiscuit? Instead of putting you on the spot like this, I can. What I'll do is I'll fill in your names for now, and then you guys can decide later what you want them to be. And that way there's one for you. That one's got a beam rifle. B3. We're gonna drag out a one for you. That one we'll just label B3 until you guys have a name for them. He's like, yeah, I've only got the one on hand, but I can have another one delivered. That's not a problem. So your Juggernaut will be on its way as well.
Percheron.
Thank you, sire.
We're gonna call it Percheron.
Parcheron?
Percheron.
Hold on, let me bring this up here. Say it again.
Percheron. Perch, like perch, and then Eron.
Eron, perfect.
It's a
Percheron.
versatile, hard-working horse. Initially bred for battle, but later became popular for farm work and transportation.
Someone
Sick.
could also name their mech the Cloaca of Chaos.
Oh, it always comes back to the cloaca.
This thing is pretty, though. I'm gonna save this image and drop it in the chat.
What about you, B3? Or not B3, Squelch?
I've been looking, and there's not much that's catching my eye.
It doesn't have to be
In terms of
mechs.
armor.
Like if you
Well, I can't pilot a mech anyway.
Okay, so yeah, if you have any kind of supplies that you're looking for, any kind of special weapons that you would think would be useful for you, like, you let me know and we can kind of negotiate things.
Yeah, I've just been looking at the armors right now and seeing if there's anything I wanna grab there. to replace my vac suit.
Oh, those are nice looking horses.
It's also got that gray and white hair coloring which is the same kind of gray and white hair coloring that Varric has. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's French though. I don't know.
Davis is gonna look for something for you, Tabok. He's like, I'm pretty sure I've seen like mechs that have 4 legs, like mechs that can have like a huge speed boost. So we're gonna get you. We're gonna see if we can find you something that fits the bill of speed versus like strength, swift in and out strikes. Maybe something that comes with daggers or has kind of like a dagger setup built in, like a rogue forward mech.
Mm-hmm. That would be good.
Stanley gets like a message on his phone and he forwards it to Davis. He's like, I suppose we're probably sitting this out, right? Davis is like, yeah, I ain't going to a gala tonight when there's way more stuff to deal with.
I would have loved the gala.
Well, if we can get Aelita back, I will throw a gala.
Since we're kind of busy and going to prep this rescue for Aelita, we're going to be too busy to hit the gala tonight. So I know during part of this time, Squelch is going to provide some anonymous communication to the local law enforcement bureau that what the hell's the guy's name? That Brex and his crew are hitting the gala tonight.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna reach out to the Grixio Authority and let them know?
Submit an
Well,
anonymous
since we're
tip.
not gonna be around to do anything about it.
Hell yeah.
Please give them the heads up about it.
And you're gonna be doing that anonymously?
Yeah, I mean, if it like, well, is there like reward in like if your information results in capture kind of situation going on here, or with bounties?
Are you sorry? Are you sending that information to them, or are you actually reaching out to talk to somebody about it? Because that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Well, it could also start leading to some unpleasant questions about how I obtained the information. I mean, technically there was some breaking and entering and things involved, so I'd rather not get on the authorities' radar too much.
I ask the important questions.
Son. I think best if I could just, communicate the information anonymously.
Yeah, you could send the information anonymously, but that's all they'll have to go on. They won't be able to follow up with you on any further information or anything, so you have to be pretty detailed with your information.
I mean, it's possible that Tabok would be able to set up sort of anonymous communication with his hacking skills, something non-traceable, like set up a anonymous like the space equivalent of a burner phone.
Space burner phone. I like that.
Space burner phone.
Space burner phone, or like video chat, but on those like to catch a murderer type things where they like blur and distort the person's voice.
I mean, it's
like a video chat with them.
It's like futuristic space. You could probably get away with like just like making yourself look like somebody completely different.
Call from a payphone. Space payphone.
A space payphone.
A space payphone.
Right.
Yeah, you can get your anonymous tip out.
Yeah.
Obviously if you communicate with them, they will be like, oh, like, can you come down to the station and give us more details on how you acquired this information, and like,
yeah, because it's,
how do we know this isn't a prank?
let's see what I have. Give me 1 second. I mean, would I still have like the saved data in my Cortex Rewinder, since I haven't used it again since that would be like the most recent replay in there?
I would allow that.
Would it still be in the memory? Could I like send them like basically the holographic data file?
Hold on, let me look at the wording of the item. It's the Cortex Rewinder.
Like it might be a stretch, but it's like I haven't.
It specifically
used
it specifically says the replay lasts up to 5 minutes. In the item description.
Okay, then it just kind of goes away. Okay.
Yeah, it gives you enough time to like be able to review the details, and then erases the data.
All right.
But you've got a good memory. You can give them as many details like verbally or written down, however you prefer to transfer that information to them.
Yeah. Yeah, because at least then I can, try and like at least write down or copy as best for memory as like what I saw on the plans and what I
Tabok, I know what
already
mech
communicated and wrote down.
I know what mech you're getting as well. But you won't get it just yet because I still have to actually put it into the foundry, but it is one that already exists in the universe. Hold on, let me drop that in the thing for you. You'll get a preview, and then anybody watching at home is going to have to wait until you actually use it. But he says, I think I found the perfect one for you, and it just so happens that I have a buddy that's offloading one for a great deal. It is called a Goblin Symbiote. It's made by a company called Goblin. They didn't make many mechs. They made like 4 or 5. Like they made like maybe some specialty versions, but all of their mechs very much encompass the like a goblin. When you hear goblin, you think of like these like fucking weird goblin like mechs, and this one definitely fits the bill.
It's cool.
Comes with speed enhancements. Has a specialty weapon that is not used often, which are with plasma daggers.
Hell yeah, love it.
Well, I guess I can show everyone at home because it's one of the special playing cards. Goblin symbiote.
Super cool.
So yeah, he'll get that. That'll be delivered, no problem. And we'll make sure that it has the right weapons for you. But speedy and like get in, get out, quick strikes. That's gonna be your guy right there. Can do multiple strikes, but because its daggers do less damage, that's why it can do like more than 2 strikes.
Nice.
And
very cool.
One of the few mechs that can't use 2-handed weapons with one hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not a bad trade-off.
Yeah, you can like stab something 4 times, but you can't do it with a fucking great sword. That's fine. Aside from the guards, I think everybody has gotten something from Davis. He has bequeathed something onto you. Jev will get something too. I'll decide that. The NPCs will definitely get some stuff. Even we haven't Gretchen. Even Gretchen will get some like a war saddle or something that will help them out. So you guys did basically you do some online shopping. He gets you mechs that he preps and gets ready. You guys are rested, and you haven't gotten a ping from the Void Seeker ship yet, so you'll have some time to think and prepare before you guys take off. Before we end for the night, we're gonna go back to the containment unit with the 3 princesses. Aelita, some time has passed. You guys kind of shoot the shit, talk about your lives a little bit. And while you've had some time to sit and think, do you have any yes or no questions for this mysterious crystal princess?
Yes. The first thing I'm going to ask, and this is kind of going to be to both of them, I'm going to ask if either of them have seen Xylophony. I'm going to kind of describe her, give a few details that she was definitely being tormented or held captive by them. I also want to know if they have any other princesses than just the 3 of us in the room, if they're in different cells, if they've spoken to them.
The crystal is all like no's to each answer. And Jocelyn will kind of confirm and be like, you are aside from us 2, you're the only other person who's been in here. There hasn't been any xylophony or anything like that.
So you guys, they never come in here. They never really talk to you guys.
We haven't seen anybody else since we've been in here. I think they just trapped us in and given us enough supplies to live.
Wild. And how long have they been in there?
The crystal isn't able to answer. Jocelyn says time is kind of hard to gauge in here without a clock or anything. Even the VR sets don't have a time.
Okay.
But I've been trying to keep track and keep count as best as I can, and I think I've maybe been in here for about a month.
So they don't...
3 weeks?
Oh,
around there, give or take.
I'd probably try to also figure out what else we have in common other than being princesses. If there's something else that all of us would have in common. Because I feel like just princesses, that's a title, you know? Like...
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know what it is about princesses, I guess is the thing, because obviously it's not every princess. I don't know what's special about us, but I would gather that there's something special about us that isn't in other
Um,
people.
I'm going to also see if they, both the diamond and the other one, if they have any memories of their childhood, if maybe we all have gaps in our memories.
Again, the crystal can only answer yes or no questions. Jocelyn would say that's gaps. Yes, yeah. It was never explained. I went missing for about 8 months when I was younger, probably about
Okay.
12 or 13, I think. And I have no recollection of that time.
Okay. And the diamond, when asking if she remembers everything from her childhood, what is the answer?
It is also no.
No? Okay, perfect. Does Jocelyn have any sort of void energies? Like, does she know of anything void related within her life?
Not that I know of. Up until a little while ago, I was just, I like to travel, I like to party, I like to have a good time. And then I met Oka. He came aboard the ship. They stole some credits from me, and I chased after them. And that's how that whole kerfuffle started. And my life was pretty normal until that happened. I don't think it was
Okay.
Oka, though, that did this. I hope that he's looking for me, but...
Okay. Yeah.
I will say,
So any
I was
sorry.
in the Helena system when they
Okay.
got me. Where did they get you?
Well, what planet were we on, guys? I'm drawing a blank.
Are we on Grixio in the Atreus system, I think?
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yep.
Grixio.
Atreus. Okay, so I mean so Atreus is the next star system over. So I mean that's not in relative to the galaxy. That's not far. So they're what,
Yeah.
going from system to system, just nabbing princesses and royalty, special royalty with a gap in their memory.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
You have had the most information out of anyone about anything about these guys. Do you know anything else about them?
They're freakishly strong and they cause a lot of problems. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot other than what I've already said.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, any information helps. I appreciate that. At least to know who or what attacked me. I've heard of the Void Seeker Syndicate. Like those are that they're hired assassins. But I haven't heard of any of this other stuff, keys and everything like that. So it's not even like that they were hired to grab us, as far as you know.
Yeah, they're up to something, but it's just a matter of trying to figure out what they're doing.
Okay. What about you, big crystal princess? Do you, have you heard of the Voidseeker Assassins? And it goes blah blah twice for no. It's like, so she doesn't even know what they were, who they were.
Yeah.
Crystal thing, did you come from the Helena system as well? Bwah, bwah, for no. The Atria system? Bwah, bwah, for no.
Okay. Maybe it's like one princess per system.
Okay. I think I have a theory.
Okay.
What if what makes us special is something that they did?
Possibly.
The reason I think so is because we both have a gap in our memory, we don't remember what happened. My parents say I was kidnapped and then just I appeared again. What if they had to wait?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
It's not an answer, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm grasping at something to just try and make sense of
that
this.
makes sense.
Okay. Well, it's nice to have somebody else in here. Because as nice as the Crystal Princess over there is, I was going a bit crazy not being able to talk to anyone. So
Yeah.
I'm an open book. Got nothing to hide at this point, and any information might be helpful. So you can think of any other questions for me. I'm happy to answer them.
Absolutely.
And as you can sit and continue to chat, I think that's where we'll end session for tonight. Your team is getting prepared. The Prince crew has got a better idea of what they're walking into. They're beginning to prepare themselves more with weapons and starting to formulate a strategy. Meanwhile, on the inside of this containment unit, Aelita has found another princess that doesn't really mean much to you guys, but does mean something to a certain other crew. And so with that in mind, that is where we are going to end session for tonight. For those at home watching, and for everybody here, we've already discussed it, but to say it out loud, we are going to be taking a 3 to 4 session hiatus from Sea of Stars to decompress a little bit, to reset, and to just do something a little bit fun. Well, I mean, obviously we have fun playing, but obviously with the bit of the more serious tone and us leading into an intercrossing storyline. We're going to take a little bit of a break for me to prepare, but there is still going to be something to watch, as many of our players are going to be mobsters, as we are going to have a nice little mini campaign, probably about 3 to 4 sessions, where they're gonna be their own mobsters on a family vacation, let's say. And if you're interested in seeing what that shakes out to be, please tune in next Sunday, as that is when we'll be getting started. So thanks to everybody who tuned in. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night. And as for you folk, in spite of not completing a 3rd mission, before we go on the break, everybody is going to level up to level 5.
Yay!
You've
Awesome.
definitely earned it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Love it.
Oh.